Good morning. Just pulling into Vernon. We unloaded here first thing today morning. They unloaded me at 6 a.m. I drove up to Armstrong. It took 2 hours to get loaded there, but that's okay. There's a couple of trucks in front of me. And then it took me another 45 minutes to tarp the load. It's a nice square Christmas present. 2 Christmas presents. Wrapped all purty. And this load's going to Fernie for 7 a.m. unload in Fernie on Monday. That means I gotta leave like, what, around noon on Sunday to make that? Hey, on the bright side, I'll get home at noon today. So in a way, I still get 2 full days. It's just, well, I guess they're split days, but I still get 48 hours off. It's raining a little drizzle. It has been a wet summer. It was a really dry winter, and now it's a wet summer, which is awesome. We have so few forest fires this year. It's 2 years in a row now that we've had very few forest fires, so I'm quite happy with this. Yeah, I said all of August is going to be smoky month. Usually it is, but this year we've had very, very few. Beginning of August we had a couple, but it's all under control. Thought we're going to go do some day camping tomorrow, but we'll see what the weather looks like tomorrow. KFC. I must be hungry. I'm noticing all the restaurants. I had breakfast. Alright. That was a big climb out. I was thinking he was going to go. I'm leaving the space, but didn't want to take it. I am tired. Got delivered down the road just to the right over here. Up to speed limit right as we start climbing, and we drop way below speed limit. raining while I was tarping. We're at 50 just as we hit the 70 sign. It's raining a little harder here, so I'm really glad I got a tarp when I did. Of course, is it raining where I loaded in Armstrong? Who knows? It might not be raining at all there. But another nice free truck wash. I wish there was a place in Penticton I could wash this truck on a weekend every now and then. Even if it was twice a year, it'd be better than what I'm getting now. Truck and trailers. Especially in the winter. Wash all that ice and snow off that builds up. And then in the spring, all the rocks and muck. Slow down, those cars are still going. They're still going. Darn, I'm gonna have to stop. Maybe not. I see the yellow light. I see the red light. Yes! Go Alberta, go. Thank you. Kalamalka Lake. I don't know if you guys get to see that at all. Maybe you guys get a couple of viewpoints of it. If you pull over to that little rest area there, if you had taken that exit, beautiful, beautiful viewpoint of the lake. It's bright green lake. Fun lake to go kayaking in. Except there's too many boaters out. You gotta really be careful of boaters. This summer they've already found a couple of kayakers that went missing in a big lake, and they haven't said what happened to them yet. They're still doing autopsies. But I predict they got hit by a boater. There's so many boaters out there. You sit so low in a kayak. My kayak is blue. It's even worse. It blends right in. You don't see me until it's too late. So I'm always really nervous kayaking in a bigger lake. When I do kayak in a bigger lake, I stay right along the shoreline and keep my eyes open. In front of me, behind me, make sure there's no boat coming, zipping by. Around the last couple of weeks, haven't we? Drain, Oregon. Last week we went to Alberta twice. Loading up in Vernon, which I don't get to do very often. Don't get to drive this highway that often. Our chip trucks, they drive this highway quite regularly, but it's like a big piece of particle board. Folded up. If people don't turn their tail lights on, at least in Canada we got the law that headlights have to be on. Ha! There's a truck with no headlights. But the law says all vehicles have to have their headlights on. So manufacturers have made all vehicles run with lights on. My truck, automatically the lights are just on. You start up the truck, lights are on. But the majority of the vehicles here have their headlights or daytime running lights on. A lot less chance of invisible people behind me during rain. But like we saw, there was a pickup with no lights on, so there still is a chance of someone hiding in beside me in the rain and I don't see them. I do find that I turn my mirror heat on, and that does help. It evaporates the water off the mirrors a little quicker and keeps my visibility up a little more. The Okanagan Valley gets rain so rarely. It's kind of nice to get rain. There was a little grass fire here yesterday. We're investigating the cause of the fire. Okay, they'll find a cigarette. Smell it in the air. I bet they'll find a cigarette. Some tourist threw out a cigarette. Didn't even think about it. Kept driving, has no idea they made a forest or a grass fire. Stayed really small, they got on it right away, but it's just a habit, right? If you live in a place that everything is green all the time, you don't even think about your cigarettes if you're a smoker. Toss them out the window. Here that equals forest fires. Such a beautiful green beside me. Oh, that's so beautiful. I wish you guys could see that lake. Kalamalka Lake. Look it up. Look for some photos of Kalamalka Lake. So beautiful. Such a beautiful green. I don't know if the video does it justice, but trust me, it's a beautiful, beautiful green. Think, where can I stop to do a load secure? Maybe right after Lake Country. I think the shoulder maybe gets wide enough there. Don't think that's close to 80 kilometers yet, but can't be too choosy where I'd stop to do a load secure and make sure my tarp and straps, everything is stayed snug. Yeah, we always do a load secure within 80 kilometers, bounce the load around a little bit, see if anything's settled, loosen the straps. Tighten anything that needs to be tightened up. And then after that, we do a load secure every 240 kilometers. So 80 kilometers and 240. Or in miles would be 50 miles and 150 miles. That's the end of Kalamalka Lake. Yeah, he loaded me pretty heavy on the drives. They've got a scale right there. It's like I was 40 kilogram over on the drives, but my bridge is 1,500 under, and then my pup is like 3,000 under. So I don't mind being 40 kilogram over on the drives because I got a full tank of fuel. I'll be under that 40 or under the weight limit pretty darn quick. If it's going to keep raining this weekend, we might just stay inside and relax, play some video games. If you guys ever have any questions for me and you want to ask me live, I am going to start doing live Q&As on whenever we're not camping. So look for me Sunday morning around 9, 10 a.m. I won't put an exact schedule to it because it's going to change. So I'll play video games and stuff while doing the Q&A. But I'll be live. Ask me anything. Doesn't have to be trucking related, but yeah, if it's going to be rainy like this, I'll probably do a Q&A tomorrow morning. Oh, okay. So my Q&As are not going to be in sequence of these videos. So I don't know what I'm doing 2 weeks from now on Saturday. So my tomorrow morning is 2 weeks in the past. Because you guys get these videos 2 weeks after I record them. Why 2 weeks later? Because I don't have the time to upload videos during the week. I don't have the data on my phone to do that either. So I do it on the weekends when I'm home. When I first started, I did it every week. But every now and then, I don't get home on the weekend. So if it's 2 weeks delayed, there's never a dead week where you guys get no videos. So today is Friday, 2 weeks ago. But yeah, I'll make a habit of doing Q&As on the weekends. Very often on Sunday morning at 9 a.m. my time, British Columbia, I do laundry first thing Sunday morning. So I'll play video games, live stream, but I'm going to start doing Q&As, call them Q&As, that way. Because I found that most of the time those videos turn into trucking videos anyway, so let's have it a live Q&A while I do video games. I can, if I don't call it a certain farming video game, I can quit the game in the middle and go to something else or look at something else. We can make it a little more informal and just have fun. Up to speed, now we start slowing down. Let's get slowed down before we start going down. There we go. Because at the bottom of this hill, speed limit 70. Logging truck's going slower than me, so I want to hit the brakes, just drag them 5 psi till we get one more gear down. Fan turned off, let's turn that on manually. The fan robs a couple of extra horsepower. There we go. Let go of the brakes. Whenever I see a truck in front of me, I start braking early. Because if you have to hit the brakes hard as you catch up, you'll overheat them. But if you just drag them at 5 psi, as soon as you know you have to slow down, and never go down the hill fast enough that you don't have the capability of slowing down. Here I was going, I knew I could go down the whole hill the speed I was going, but with that truck ahead of us, I probably didn't have to downshift, but I saw him there and I downshifted just in case. Nope. This light probably doesn't mean it's a red light, but all the brake lights are telling me it's a red light. Always go down the hill that you can slow down only dragging 5 psi of brake. If you cannot slow down only dragging 5 psi brake, you're going too fast. And if no obstacle shows up, you shouldn't have to hit the brakes at all going down. That is the way I go down the hills. Always go down a little slower than a lot of the other guys go down. Having said that, I've complained about guys going way slower than me too. That's okay too. I'll complain about it, but it's okay. Drive within your own means, right? Especially if you're not used to the mountains. First time coming down the mountain. Some of these mountains, I know them so well, because I've driven them so many hundreds of times now, that I know exactly which gear I can be in. So I can come down a little quicker than some of the really slow guys. But there's other guys that come way too fast and they're on their brakes the whole way. Burn through a lot of brakes. There's guys that burn through 2 sets of brakes a year. I've got brand new trailers. I'm going to see how long it takes me to burn through a set of brakes. It'll be a perfect test. How hard am I on brakes compared to some other guys? I'm hoping at least 2 years before I need to replace a set, but we'll see. That's my goal. Make it 2 years without replacing brakes on my trailer. Turn that fan off. When I shot the video Highway Through Hell full run, someone said, I thought this was the highway over here was the highway through hell. So I think they might be right. Sometimes every highway can be the highway through hell. construction signs. That truck actually is illegal in British Columbia. You cannot have your tires sticking out further than your little skirt. What's it called? Your fenders. Fender skirts. You want to roll those skirts out if you're going to put wider tires on them. Or else you're giving the cops a reason to pull you over. They don't really enforce it, but it's one of those things that is illegal, and if a cop sees you do something and thinks you're doing something else and needs a reason to pull you over, now they've got a good reason. Because the police can't just pull you over for no random reason. They have to have a reason. They have to suspect you of some kind of breaking some kind of law, right? I saw a bright flashing light behind me, but don't see it now. A big red flash, but I don't see anything behind me. And that paint job on that Camaro there's actually pretty cool. It's a different red with a gray strip. I like it. Never seen a car with that paint job before, so. You're going to be stuck there a long time if someone doesn't let you in. Same with that stop sign there. Leave enough space that they can sneak in. Doesn't do me any harm letting a couple people in. Well, we're going to head into Kelowna. Fun traffic. So thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. Get a video every single work day. Probably get a Sunday video this week. So we'll see you guys on Sunday. Really appreciate all the comments. This week I've gotten a lot of comments and I love them. Love all the comments. Even if I don't reply to all of them, I read every single one. You guys rock.